Hello and welcome back to another in the Office Protection series. Now in this video we're going to have a look at what happens when we make a change to our locked form. And we saw in the last video how we can actually change it and put it back with the same password on. However, there are other things to do with this. So if I go into the File and Info, you'll notice here there are some properties. So it's got the author and it's also got a modified date. And if we look in here under the All Properties, you'll see the date when it was created and last modified. Now what we need to do is we need to make sure that if I go in and change it at all, that this information stays exactly as it is. So I want the creation and, more importantly, the last modified date, because the creation date will stay the same and the creation author will stay the same. But if I make changes to it using Word, when I then save it, the last modified date will change and the last modified author will change. So if you notice there, the modified date was the 3rd of the 3rd, 17. If I make some changes to this, having unlocked it, that date will change. So what we need to do is we need to save what settings we've got first of all. So the way I'm going to do this is right click here and extract. So I've unzipped what's in there. And what I'm now going to do is open this up, and in fact I'm going to keep a copy of that. So I'll just keep a copy of that, and let's rename this one Original. Okay, so within this Original, I'm now going to go in and I'm going to go into Word and into Settings, and I'm looking for the protection, so Document Protection, and I'm going to take it off, and I'm taking it all the way down to just before the tab stop. Control X to cut, Control S to save, and now I'm going to take all of those files from the root and send to compressed, and that there is now my new Word document. So if I change the file type to docx, if it actually lets me, that's now my new Word document. And in this Word document I can now edit the text as well as the form fields, whereas beforehand the form field editing was all I could do. I couldn't actually change any of the text. So now I've done that, I can save it, and I can go back in here just as we did before to put the protection back on. So 7-zip, extract to Word, open this Word file out, go into Word again, go into Settings, and I'm just looking down here to see where I've got the default tab stop. And if in doubt, whenever you can't find something, you can always just do Control F to find. I've just pasted back in the algorithm for the protection, Control S to save, and back into the root, select all of them and send to compressed desktop. Okay, I've got a variety of different files and folders on the desktop now. This one here I'm just going to change into a Word document again. So docx. Now we have 3 different Word documents here. That one is irrelevant now. That one is irrelevant. This one is not. We must keep hold of this one for now. So this one here, I'm going to call it changed. Now clearly once we've actually got it back so it's in exactly the same format as there, with the originator and the creation date, the originator, and the modified date and creator, then I'll rename this one the same name as that one, and we'll have an identical file with all the identical properties, but it will be different inside. So what I'm going to do first of all is have a look in this one here as the Word document, And you'll notice to all intents and purposes it looks the same. Yep, it's still locked. Yep, however, that there is different. It is still locked with the same password, but if I go back into here, into the info, and I have a look here under the all properties, you should see the modified date, last modified today. Now that's the bit that we want to change. So I'm going to close the Word document. I'm going to open this up as a archive again. And from the original archive, what I'm going to do is go to the document properties, and I'm going to take the core. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go into the document properties here, delete the one that's in there, and paste in the original. Close that down, and now what I need to do is with this one, double click, select all of them, right click, send to compressed. Now this one here is the one that is now changed my updated document. I just renamed the file type to docx. Now when I open this one up again, although it's got the changes in it and it's still locked, if I go back to File, Info, and All Properties, the modified and created dates are as they were in the original. Even though I've changed the document on a certain date, I have forensically altered the fact that I modified the document at any point in time. I hope that's been useful, and once more, thank you for listening.